All right, so let's jump on. What did we discuss in our last class? EBS volumes, right? Volumes, only volumes, correct? Let's have a quick shoot out round. Okay. So volumes are classified into two types. What are those? EBS volumes and then instant store volumes. Which one is persistent volume? Which one is not persistent volume? Not persistent meaning, can we say that temporary volumes? If you stop and start the EC2 instance, which has EBS volumes, data is lost? No. If you stop and start the EC2 instance, which has instant store volumes, data is lost? Data is lost. If you reboot the EC2 instance, which has EBS volumes, data is lost? Here, if you reboot it in ISV, no. In the back end, if you stop and start the EC2 instance, jump or no jump? Jump. If you reboot, no jump. So there are different types of EBS volumes, correct? Can you tell me in one line all those in shortcut? Right. Very good. GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2, ST1, SC1, and standard. Super. Which one is the default volumes? GP2. Which volume type is gives high performance? IO1 and IO2. What is the full form of IOPS? Input output second. Which volume types are IOPS configurable? IO1, IO2, and GP3. Very good. IO1, IO2 are GP3 and IOPS configure, correct? So if I give 40,000, 50,000 IOPS, the bill will be, you will get a very good high performance, and similarly you will get the more bill, correct? The more you provide the IOPS, the more you get the bill. The more you provide the IOPS, the more the high performance you will get it. Yes. And GP2 is IOPS configurable? No. So what is the ratio that you get it? 1:3. So for every 1 GB, you will get 3 IOPS. Root volume supports what volume types? Except ST1, SE1, it support all. Very good. So GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2, these are SSD or HDD? ST1, SE1 standard, these are HDD. Very good. Which one is previous generation? Standard, that meaning magnetic. Additional volume supports all volume types? Yes. Okay. So if you terminate the EC2 instance, by default, your root volume will be deleted by default? Yes. Because what is that option? Check ka, uncheck ka? Check or uncheck? Check. If you check it, that means delete on termination. If you check it, the root volume will be deleted by default. If you terminate the EC2 instance, the additional volume will be deleted by default? No. Because what uncheck? You need to tell that option. What is that option? Delete on termination is uncheck. Okay. Good. This, what is another name for instance store volume? Imperial. Imperial blue. Huh? Ephemeral. What is that? Pronounce it properly. What is that? Ephemeral. M silent. Okay. Ephemeral. It is ephemeral. So these instance store volumes are free or charged? Free. Is it possible for us to go and select how much size that we need for an instance store volume? No. And then how do you get the instance store volumes? How do you get it? Based on instance type that you select. If you go for a bigger instance type, automatically you get the instance store volumes attached. And then how many status checks are there? Two. What are those? System status check and instance status check. So if any of the status checks is failed, will you able to log into the EC2 instance? No. To resolve this, what do you do? What is the logic behind it? So if you stop and start the EC2 instance, in the backend, it will jump from one host to another host. That's the reason why you will get it nice one again. I didn't get. So in EBS volume, if you start and stop, data is lost or not lost? Not lost. Reboot? Not lost. Terminate? Terminate? Lost. In instance store volume, stop and start, data is lost? In instance store volume, stop and start, data is lost? Lost. Lost. Stop and start, data is lost. If you reboot, data is lost? Not lost. If you terminate? Terminate lost. Okay, now? Okay, nice. So, yes, both are same, Akhil. Both are same. Let's jump to this today's topic. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? So today's topic is snapshot. Snapshots. Snapshots. So generally in our regular daily life, we use this word snapshot, snapshot. What is that snapshot meaning? Backup. Inka. Snapshot. Taking a picture, copy. These are all called snapshot, correct? A backup. These are called snapshot. So coming to this in our AWS in EC2, I'll take a real-time scenario now. So let's consider we have this. This is an EC2 instance. And this EC2 instance has volumes, correct? What volumes are those? It can have root volume and also it can has additional volumes. Can I have only root volume? Can I have only root volume? Yes, obviously, right? Can I have only additional volume? No, without root volume, we cannot have an EC2 instance. So what does the root volume contains? OS. What does the root volume contain? OS. This root volume is nothing but C drive. So this is D drive. So where is my data? What is there in the D drive? D drive contains data. D drive contains data. What is the size of C drive? Default size for Windows. How much is that? 30 GB. Okay, now we have this. If my EC2 instance in 1A, my volume should also be in 1A. Yes or no? Yes. I have this sitting. I have an EC2 instance with the C drive and D drive. Now, I want to take the backup of the volume. I want to take the backup of the volume. I want to take the backup of root volume. I want to take, there is a question, what is D driver? Ma, Kirti, D drive meaning in your, you have a D drive, no? This is D drive. That is your additional, right? Additional volume. This is a root volume. This is additional volume. This is additional volume. Okay. Okay. So now where is my generally where do you keep the data in C drive or D drive? D drive. You can put it in D drive, E drive, F drive, whichever drive you want. And also you can you put it on C drive also? You can put, because can you install all your where if you install some applications, where does it install? In which drive? C drive only. So basically, if I want to take the backup of the volume, I don't want to take the whole machine backup, guys. I'm not talking about the whole machine backup. I'm talking about only volume backup. If you want to take the backup of it, or if I want to take a backup of this, I'm talking about backup of the volume. Doesn't matter it is root volume or additional volume. I'm talking about backup of the volume. What is that backup of the volume called? Snapshot. What is the backup of the volume called? Snapshot. So now assume this contain a data called ABC. This contain a data called ABC. Now I want to take the backup. Chiti, I'm not talking about that backup. So now you might ask, sir, you log into the EC2 instance, you go to the D drive, and there is a folder called ABC. Can you copy it and paste it in the same location in another D drive? No, what happened if the entire D drive goes off? I'm not taking the backup in the machine. You're taking the from outside. So these are all volumes only, no? Volumes are attached, volumes can be detached. So it is a external volumes. These are all network attached drives. So if you want to take the copy, if you want to take the backup, that is called snapshot. Now I take a snapshot now here. So the volume size is, let's say it is 50 GB. Volume size is 50 GB. Now I take a snapshot. How much the snapshot contain? What is the size of the snapshot? Yes or no? If the volume is 50 GB, if you take a backup of that volume, how much is the snapshot? Same, you know, 50 GB. So this 50 GB contain your data called ABC? Yes. Now someone added here DF. Now tell me, that will be automatically be taken here inside the snapshot? No. What you need to do? You need to take another snapshot, like just our backups only, correct? You need to take another snapshot. And that snapshot also contain 50 GB, which contain DF. But if you keep on modifying this, what is your original volume size? 50 GB. If you're taking the snapshot, let's say you are taking 10 snapshots, how much size of the snapshots? See, 10 into 50, how much? 500. Bloody, you are paying for volume itself, you are paying for 50 GB. For snapshot, you are paying 500 GB. Is it good? Not good. For that reason, remember, AWS is not taking the full backup. AWS is not taking the full backup. So when I take a snapshot, first time it will take the full backup. Second time, is it required to take a full backup? No, only the incremental data, correct? Only the incremental data can be taken the backup. So can I say this incremental backup? Snapshots are what? Incremental backup. Certification question. Snapshots are incremental backup. So this completely managed by AWS, guys. We just need to take the snapshot. Now you might have a question, sir. Let's say I have 5 snapshots. I have 5 snapshots. you know, right? When the snapshot was taken, yesterday, today, day before yesterday, right? Based on that, you restore it. And by the way, from volume, if you want to take the backup, what do you create? Snapshot. From volume, what do you create? Snapshot. Again, from volume, what do you create? Snapshot. From snapshot, again, what do you create? Volume. Yes or no? So can I say that snapshot restoration is nothing but creating a volume again? Yes or no? So what is the source of the snapshot? Volume. From snapshot, again, what do you create? Volume only. Now I will ask question. From where the volumes are getting created? Using snapshots. Right? From snapshot, again, what do you create? Volumes. Understood? Snapshot is just a backup of the volume. If you want to restore it, again, you need to create a snapshot. Okay, ma? So don't think like our normal backups. No, it is not like normal backups. It is just from the console. You have a volume, right click, take snapshot. Snapshot will be created. That's it. Simple. Chitty, can you log into the snapshot? No, you cannot log into the snapshot. Is it possible to log into the snapshot? That is just a backup, no? So can you use the snapshot directly anywhere? No. How you want to use the snapshot? You have to create a volume out of it. Then only you can use it. Snapshot is just a backup. So can I also say that snapshot is a point in time copy of a volume? Point in time copy. Point in time copy meaning, let's say, for example, you take a selfie. At the time, you put some nasty faces like this. You take the selfie, and the same thing got captured. At that point of time, whatever the expression that you are giving, that is point in time backup. Here also is same thing. At that time, when you're taking the backup, at that time, whatever the data you have, only that data will be backed up. That is called point in time. At that time you are taking the backup, that is called point in time. Understood? Very good. So should I start writing all these things? So can I say number one, what is snapshot? Snapshot is a point in time copy of the volume. Very good. Did I use a word, Rakesh, did I use the word called images till now? Did we use any words called images? No, right? So let's not talk about that now. Backup of the volume is called snapshot. Number 3. EBS snapshots are created from EBS volumes. Agree? Yes. You can create snapshots from volumes. Okay, that is a bloody backup only, no? That Chitty, volume has availability zones, volumes. Yes. If you are taking the backup of it, that is just a backup. Does it contain any availability zone? No. Snapshot doesn't contain any availability zone. But from the snapshot, you create a volume. That volume you can create it in some availability zone. Yes. Super. So if you have EBS volume, from this EBS volume, you can create EBS snapshots. From this EBS snapshots, again, you can create EBS volumes. Chitty, can you attach snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? No. You guys are super. You cannot attach a snapshot directly. Yes, Kirti, you can take it. Guys, can you take the snapshot of C drive? So is it good to call it as C drive or it is good to call it as root volume? You cannot attach a snapshot directly to the EC2 instance. What you need to do? Yes, you have to create a volume and attach it to the EC2 instance. The data will not be overwritten. Sai Teja. It is incremental, no? Is it possible to log into the snapshot? No. It is not possible to log into the snapshot. Okay. One thing here. Listen carefully. 1 second. Let's say IAM. We have done IAM. On the left side, you have users, no? If you click on users, all the users will be listed over there. Do you need to worry that where are these users are getting stored in the backend? No need, no. Somewhere in the database. Is that our database or AWS database? Can you have access to that database, which is AWS handling it? What is the database service that we have? RDS. Do you go to RDS and see? That is not with us. Correct? Same way, when you click on the snapshots, snapshots will be visible in EC2 in console. But do you really worry where are the snapshots getting stored? But AWS is telling in your ears, snapshots are stored in S3. Where? Do you need to worry about it? Who's S3? AWS S3. Do you go to our S3 and see the snapshots? It is AWS S3. So AWS is just whispering you, telling that, Babu, because I saw this in some certification question, that's why I'm putting it. Don't get confused. Whose S3 is that? AWS S3. Okay? Right. Snapshots are stored in S3. Providers S3. Snapshots are visible from the EC2 console. Snapshots has any availability zone? Doesn't have any availability zone. TT snapshot is regional or global? Yeah. Global. If EC2 is regional or global? If EC2 is regional, whatever we discuss inside the EC2 is regional or global. Then snapshots are, volumes are, everything is regional. Snapshots are regional. So that meaning if you create a snapshot in Mumbai, can you see the same snapshot in Ireland? No. Okay. Chiti, you created a snapshot. By default, the snapshots are public or private? Private only. You created a snapshot. Will it be publicly available for you? So by default, whenever you create a snapshot, that snapshot is public or private? Private. By default, snapshots are private. If required, can we make it public? If required, we can make it public. See here. I took a snapshot in Mumbai. The snapshot will be in which region? Mumbai region. That snapshot, what is snapshot? Backup of the volume. What does the volume contain? Data. So I have my data in Mumbai region. I want that same data to be available in other Ireland region, let's say. Can you move this volume directly to other region? What do you need to create? You create a snapshot. And this snapshot, you can copy it to another region. Here the question, certification question is, the snapshots can be copied to the regions? Answer is yes. You can copy the snapshot from one region to other region. And somewhere Shashi asked, sir, your snapshot is very nice, sir. It contains lot of data and lot of movies. So he's asking me, he has different AWS account, I has different AWS account. Can I share my snapshot to him? Answer is yes. I can share the snapshot to other account also. How do I find his account? Using his AWS ID. Every account has AWS ID. So I have my snapshot. All right. So if she asked, I will ask, hey, give me your AWS ID, and I'll give the permissions to that AWS ID. This snapshot will be available in her account or in Sashi's account. So a snapshot can be copied from one region to other region. Yes. Snapshot can be shared from one account to another account using AWS ID. These are all super certification questions. You can copy the snapshot from one region to another region in the same account. Snapshots can be shared from one AWS account to another AWS account. Chitty, when you're sharing from one AWS to another account, that will be public or private? It will be private only. It will be private still. EBS volumes cannot be moved directly to any availability zone. What we need to do? Instead create snapshot and share. Okay, snapshot. That's it. Is it clear till here, everyone? Via role. Role will not come into here. Role using AWS ID directly you can share. So from the console, you have an option, modify permissions. There will be an option called modify permissions. If you click on it, it will ask to which AWS account you want to share. Just give the AWS ID, that will be shared. No roles required. Chitty, EBS volumes are created from snapshots. Don't think that too much. EBS volumes are created from snapshots. So we have another type of volume, no? Which volume is that? Instance store. So see here. EBS volumes are created from snapshots. Instance store volumes will be created by whom? AWS only, no? Do we need to worry about from where he's created? No need. But he's telling he's using a template which is stored in S3. So instance store volumes are created from a template stored in S3. So this one is for the certification purpose. Instance store volumes are created from a template which is stored in S3. To create a snapshot, do we need to stop the EC2 instance? Not required, no. To create a snapshot, we no need to create a. So to create a snapshot, we no need to stop the EC2 instance. So it is not at all required to stop it. No downtime required. Okay. Chitty, one question for you. Hold on. See. Assume we have 100 volumes. How many? 100 volumes. Now, I want to take the backup of 60 volumes inside it. I want to take the backup of 60 volumes. Excuse me. That meaning, will you Will you go to each and every volume and take the snapshot? I told 60 snapshots, 60 volumes. First of all, how do you identify those 60 volumes? Using tags. Fantastic. Using tags. So for 60 volumes, for all the 60 volumes, can you give a tag, similar tag? Okay. You have a tags now. And how do you take the backup now? For 60 volumes, how do you take it? Will you go and manually do it? What is that? Lambda. Matlab, that meaning coding. So we write some script and then automatically take the snapshot. But I still remember I used to write a Python script in olden days when AWS was very new to take the backups. But now you no need to write any Lambda scripts. AWS came up with a feature called Lifecycle Manager. What is that? Lifecycle Manager. This Lifecycle Manager, you just create a policy there. You just create a rule there saying that, hey, Babu, create a snapshot where the tags is equal to, you mention the tag. Simple, and schedule it. Daily at this time, take the snapshot. Automatically at night, whatever the time that you have mentioned, automatically the snapshot will be taken from that volumes. Right? So what is that? Feature? That is called Data Lifecycle Manager. What is that? Data Lifecycle Manager. What is this used? It is used to take the snapshots automatically. You can schedule it also. And then volumes that should get snapshot will be identified by tags. Guys, now every day you're taking the backup. Every day you're taking the snapshot. It has been 6 months now. That means 6 months snapshots. Will you keep it? Your company will have some policy that, Are Babu, just to keep only 1 week backup enough. So that meaning that is called retention period. What is that called? A retention period. So what will be the retention period? It's depend upon the company, but you can put 7 days, 1 week, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. You can. So that is called a retention period. So retention period. How many days? 7 days, for example. There is a question. It will update same snapshot automatically. It won't create. It will not. Will the snapshot will get updated? No, you need to create a new snapshot. Getting it? Okay. Okay. Is it clear till here, everyone? Getting it? So now you have something called EBS Snapshot Archive. What is that? Archive tab. Standard and archive tab. There are 2 types of tiers here. For the snapshot, 2 types of tiers are there. What are those? Standard tier and then archive tier. Standard tier and then archive tier. Correct, Apurva, that is correct. And there is a question Ayan is asking. So we'll have a 7 backup of same size. For us, the size will be visible for the snapshot? No. Only the snapshot will get created. We cannot see any size of it. But you need to assume that the size will be the same. No, it will not be the same. It is an incremental backup. The initial snapshot will have the full size. The rest of them will be incremental backup. The size will not be the same. Only incremental backups will be there. Okay, now, Chitty, let's say there is one DevOps EC2 instance. And there we have installed some application. What application? Can you tell me one application which DevOps people are using? Jenkins. If you don't know Jenkins, don't worry about it. It's just a tool. Okay, it's just a tool. So I installed Jenkins and I configured it. And then if you install the Jenkins, where is that Jenkins is getting installed? In which volume? Root volume only. Correct? So I took a snapshot for it. And then it has been 7-8 months. Will that snapshot will be used anywhere? No. That got older, no? So you're paying some amount for that already. If you're not using the snapshot, do you require to pay that much amount for it? So can you move it to archive tier? Can you move it to archive tier? What is standard tier? Standard meaning your current, present snapshots. So you can move it to the archive tier. So if you are paying for standard one, if you are paying 10 rupees, for archive, you need to pay just only 3-4 rupees. So which one is cheaper? Archive tier. So will you keep all the snapshot in archive mode? No. Whichever is not necessary, whichever is not used, that snapshot, you can put it into archive mode. Understood what is archive mode? Nice. So here I'm writing it here. Move the snapshot to an archive tier that is 75% cheaper. It is a okay. Now this is in archive mode, Chitti. This is in archive mode. If you want to restore, can you directly restore it from archive mode? So from archive mode, you need to come back to the standard tier. Yes or no? Can you create a volume from archive? Can you create a volume from the snapshot which is in archive tier? No. What you need to do? You need to restore it. Restore it in which tier? Standard tier. You know how much time will it take? It takes 24 to 72 hours to restore. So because you are not using it, no? Right? So please write down, that is very important. It takes 24 to 72 hours for restoring from archive. That is called, guys, this is the latest one that you got. It was not there in previous few months back. So this is a new topic. Okay, so now we have a concept called Recyclebin. What is that? What is Recyclebin? Have you heard about Recyclebin? You have habit of control alt shift delete. Yes, you have a habit of that. Everyone are laughing. Okay, so if you delete anything from your laptop, where does it go and sit? Recyclebin only. Pusuk, you have deleted a snapshot here. Where it go? Recyclebin. Right? So you have your friend photo. You deleted it. But after so many months, you got to know that you remember that friend. And what you go? You go to Recyclebin and you can restore it. The same way here also. Okay. Now in Recyclebin, from day 1 to day last, all the data will be there in Recyclebin. It will be deleted, no, automatically. So Recyclebin also have some retention period. Right? Here also in Recycle, we can set the retention period. Are Babu, if I Pusuk deleted any snapshot, it will go and sit in Recyclebin. But in Recyclebin also, how many days will it sit? 7 days, 10 days, you mention it. That is called retention period. Okay. So you can set up a rules here. So set up rules to retain deleted snapshots so you can recover. So retention period from 1 day to you have 1 year. You can read this is the retention period. That is called Recyclebin. Okay. Do you all understood what is Recyclebin? Simple, just our normal thing. If you accidentally delete any snapshot, you can, that will be in Recyclebin. You can restore it and you can use it. You can recover them. What is the word you should use it here? Recover. What is that? Recover. Mark that recover. Okay. These are all. Next one here is fast snapshot restore. FSR. Fast snapshot restore. Fast snapshot restore. Chitti, you have a snapshot of 100 GB. You have a snapshot of 100 GB. From that snapshot, we need to create a volume. Yes or no? From the snapshot, I need to create a volume. So how much it will take time? Yes or no? Because that is a 100 GB snapshot. No, to create a volume, it will take some time. And after creating also, it will take little bit time to initialize it, to get it ready. Yes, for now, Ali. Yes. This is for another feature also. That feature I'll tell. There is one more feature that we'll talk. So if you have snapshot has 100 GB and you're creating a volume out of it, which is also 100 GB, immediately we'll get it created. It will take time, no? But if you use this one fast snapshot restore feature, immediately it will be very faster and also auto. So basically, if you use this, immediately it will give the performance for you. It doesn't take much time. But this option is not free. It is billable. Understood? The name itself says fast snapshot restore. So you can create a volume faster and immediately give the good performance. That is called fast snapshot restore. Premium service. Forceful in what is that? Initialization of snapshot to have no latency on the first use. Okay. Now, let's talk about security. Security. How much will take snapshot to restore in volume? That's what. Guys, can we say that? It depends upon the size, no? Yes, it is depend upon the size. So now, remember, by default, the snapshots are encrypted. Answer is no. The snapshots are not encrypted. By default, the snapshots are not encrypted. I'll write that and I'll talk on it. By default, volumes, snapshots are not encrypted. And by the way, encryption and decryption is completely managed by AWS. There is no work for us on encryption. So there is a encryption key will be there. And by the way, there is a service where you can create this encryption keys. That service name is KMS. What is that? KMS, Key Management Service. What is that? Key Management Service. I'll write down before that. So by default, your volume snapshots are not encrypted, and decryption is completely handled by AWS. We no need to be worried about how to decrypt our volume and all. It's completely managed by AWS. Siti, now tell me, you have something which is not encrypted. You have something which is not encrypted. And when you create from that, it is encrypted or not encrypted? You didn't listen the question properly. I have something which is not encrypted, and I create from this something. This will be encrypted or not encrypted? Not encrypted only. That's why simple. It's a not encrypted. Because your source is not encrypted, your destination is also not encrypted. And now the source is encrypted and destination is encrypted. And now I have not encrypted now. That you take that a volume snapshot, whichever it is, and I want to make it encrypted. Guys, you can do this using copy option. What option? So there is an option in EC2 which is called copy option. What option is that? Everyone say that. What option is that? Copy option. Using this copy option, you can encrypt it. So all keys are stored in which service? All encryption keys are stored in KMS. What is KMS? Key Management Service. KMS. Is these keys are same as your access keys and secret keys? The keys that I'm talking, the encryption keys that I'm talking, is same as your access keys and secret keys? The answer is no. Access keys and secret keys are in which service? IAM. Encryption keys are in which service? KMS. So don't get confused. That's the reason why I'm putting it here. Access and secret keys are for access purpose. This, but and encryption keys are for encryption purpose. For security. Okay. There is a question. Use same KMS for middle one. Which middle one? Yes, yes. Any kind of encryption. Guys, there will be a default keys. Default encryption key will be there, which is like, if you want to encrypt, there will be encrypt AWS/EBS will be there. Or if you are encrypting, if you want to encrypt S3 buckets, there will be something called AWS/S3. If you want to encrypt RDS, EBS/RDS. So there will be a default encryption keys will be there. You can use it. If you don't want to use the default encryption, you can create. Can you create your own keys? Yes. Where? KMS. There is a question, how do encryption? What is the main purpose of doing encryption? So it's security purpose only. Now, Shiti, in my account, I have encrypted the snapshot. That means I'm using my keys. Can I share my encrypted snapshot to others? Possible? Generally, one snapshot can be shared from one account to other account. But I have encrypted snapshot. Can I share this encryption snapshot to others? Not possible, because I'm using my keys. How can I share my keys to other account? So encryption snapshots cannot be shared. Certification question. Pakka. Encryption or encrypted. Encrypted snapshots cannot be shared. Yes, you can create the keys. You can create the keys for one time and you can use it. Is it clear till here, everyone? Any questions still here? Non-IT? Okay, ma? CC? I'm writing each and every pin to pin. You know it even, the snapshot is fine. The snapshot is fine. Is it clear? Any questions? Clear, no? Good. Now, let's talk about images. What is that? Images. Previously, we discussed about snapshots. And these are images. What is an image? You tell me now. Generally. Pictures. That meaning what? Backup only? Backup only? Okay. Picture same to same. So, I'll give a typical example that we used to face. Memories. Okay. Images meaning memories. Good. So, let's not talk about the pictures that you take every day. That is not images. We'll not talk about that. I'll give a typical example. Now, I have here Damu. So, I have Damu and I ask, hey, Damu is working with me. Just assume I am your manager for now. And I say that Damu, there are 10 people are joining in our project. Please set up the machines for them. This is the requirement. So Damu, what he did, he went and set up how many machines? 10 all laptops on the table. All 10 laptops on the table. So he need to install operating system for each and every machine. Yes. So he need to set up, he need to log into this machine, power on, do and install operating system. And also, he need to install applications also. Whatever the project teams, project people are using, all these applications we need to install it now for one by one. Can you tell me how much time will it take for this? It will take lots of time. Yes or no? It will take a lot of time. Instead of that, what Damo did, he will concentrate only on one machine. He installed everything. He set it up everything in one machine. Can he take the image of this machine? Can he take the image of this machine, copy of that machine? And using this copy, can he install everything like this from that machine? Right? That is called image. That is called image. Can I say image is nothing but copy of operating system? Copy of operating system is called a image. So how this image is, ISO image is also the same thing here. Yes. So can I say the copy of the OS is called image? Yes. Copy of the OS is called image. Okay. So this image in AWS, we call it as AMI. What is that? AMI, Amazon Machine Image. What is that called in EC2, guys? AMI. What is that? Call it as AMI, not AMI. Which girl? AMI. Don't also call it as AMI. Don't also call AMI. Don't also call AMI. Don't call all. These are all nasty words. Don't call it as AMI, AMI, and all. Purely call it as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. So, can I also call it template of the operating system is called AMI? Template of OS is called AMI. Okay, see Chitty, how many steps are there to launch an EC2 instance? So to launch an EC2 instance, does it require operating system? Yes, we need to have an operating system. That meaning will you go and install the operating system? No, So there will be a predefined images, AMIs will be there provided by AWS. So what does this AMI contain? Operating system. What does the AMI contain? Operating system. What kind of operating system that AWS is providing for us? Windows, Linux. That also come under Linux only, right? Ubuntu, Red Hat, SUSE. So there's so many flavors are there. Remember, in our starting days, we learned, does this guy, does AWS will provide client-side operating systems? It will provide only server-side operating systems only. So do you all agree that AWS is providing some predefined AMIs for us? Yes. So it provides Windows also, it provides Linux also. For Windows, what kind of, he provides Windows Server 2022, 2023, 2021, etc. like this. Right? And for Linux, what does he provide? Red Hat, CentOS, SUSE, Ubuntu, like this he'll provide. So AWS will provide only plain OS. Will he provide only plain OS? Can he also provide some applications inside it? Possible? Yes or no? So now, can AWS will provide a Linux machine and install Jenkins also inside that? Can he provide like that? Can he provide only Linux operating system? Yes. Can he provide only Windows Server operating system? Can he also provide a Windows Server with SQL Server installed? Yes. So he will provide plain OS also and OS with application also. Okay. He will have all these different AMS. Correct. I am correct. Okay. Now let me give a real-time example for you. So this is the EC2 instance. And this EC2 instance contains volumes. Okay. And this is OS. And this is your data volume. That meaning this is your root volume. And this is your additional volume. Okay. Now, Chidi, now, if I want to take the backup of the volume, what is that called? Snapshot. But here I'm not taking the backup of only volume. I want the backup of the whole machine. Entire EC2. So the backup of this entire EC2 is called image. Or you call it as AMI. Call it as AMI. So snapshot is a copy of the operating system, correct? Whereas this AMI is copy of the entire EC2 instance. So does this AMI also contain, okay, now you took the copy of the whole AMI. So this AMI contain the volumes also inside it? Yes, it includes volumes. Good, volumes. So AMI contains OS or OS plus apps inside it. Okay, now what I did, guys, AWS provide the images for us. Predefined images. Yes. Let's imagine AWS is providing the image. Let's say I'm taking the Linux image. AWS is providing a Linux image. From this Linux image, can I go and launch my EC2 instance? Yes or no? What do we create from the images? EC2 instance only. Correct, Chiti? I have an EC2 instance. Can I create an image out of it? From this image, again, what I create? EC2. Understood? From EC2, again, what do I create? Image. From image, what do I create? EC2. So I have an image here. Can I go and launch EC2 instance from it? Yes. I went and launched the EC2. So this contain Linux OS, correct? Okay. So this is EC2. Okay, now can I log into the EC2 instance and install Tomcat inside it? Can I install? Yes, I can install whatever I want. Okay, now from this EC2 instance, can I go and create a AMI out of it? Can I create AMI out of it? Yes, I can create AMI. Who will be creating this one? Customer. Can we create our own AMI? Can we create our own AMI? AWS is providing free predefined AMIs, but can we create our own AMIs also? Yes. You install whatever shit you want to install, you install it in the EC2. And from that EC2, can you create an AMI? Yes. And now this contains the AMI, which is Linux AMI. So this contains Tomcat also now? In this AMI, does it contain Tomcat? Does it contain Tomcat from that AMI? Yes. You're getting it? Yes or no? So AWS has a predefined AMIs. From this AMI, can I go and launch an EC2 instance? Can I go and install Tomcat inside this EC2 instance? From this EC2 instance, can I create an image again? This is created by whom? This AMI contains Tomcat because this parent EC2 instance has a Tomcat. I created an AMI out of it, and this also contains the Tomcat. This is created by the user. Can I call it that this is custom AMI? My own AMI, correct? My own AMI. No, my own AMI, not my own AMI. Huh? So here I call it as custom AMI. Custom AMI. It's not custom, it's easy only. Okay, it's custom AMI. Okay. Someone is asking, all these AMIs are stored where, sir? All your snapshots are stored in? AMIs are also stored in S3 only. Who's S3? AWS S3. So here, so copy of the image includes all configurations that we did on original instance. So if I take an image that it contains all the configuration that we did on original instance, yes. So you have EC2 instance. Sarita is asking, AWS S3 is global or region? Why did you went there, ma? Sarita, S3 is global or regional? Global. So EC2, you have EC2 instance. From this EC2 instance, can you create an image? AMI. From the image, what do you create again? Yeah, EC2 instance. Guys, with one AMI, can you launch multiple EC2 instance with one AMI? Yes, with one AMI can be used to launch multiple EC2 instances. Can I say AMIs are reusable? Yes. AMIs are reusable. AMI has any availability zones? Huh? AMI doesn't have any availability zones. That is just a backup, no? Okay. Can you log into the AMI directly? No. Very good. What do you create? You cannot directly log into the image or AMI. What you need to create? Create a or launch EC2 instance from the AMI and use it. By default, AMIs are public or private? Private. If required, we can make it public. AMSI global or regional? AMIs are regional. AMIs can be copied from one region to other region. Okay. AMIs can be shared from one account to another account. Account using AWS ID. So all these public images, guys, now let's say, for example, Chitty here, we have some third party guy. Can you tell me one company name which is providing a product? Okay, let's take a monitoring tool, Datadog, for example. There is a monitoring tool, which is called Datadog. There is a question, AMI is a copy of EC2, not original instance. It is original instance only, no? Copy, you're copying from original only. There is no difference, both are same, Mishra. Okay, now you have a Datadog. So installing, configuring this Datadog, setting up everything will take time and also difficult. Yes. So what is this Datadog company is doing is, Datadog company will set up everything in his machine. He will create an AMI for you readily, which contain Datadog inside it with configured. And he will sell you this image. He will sell you publicly these images. Not only Datadog, all companies, what they do is they install, then keep it ready in images, and they will sell these images to you. What you do, from that image, you launch an EC2 instance, Datadog is ready. But do you need to do any configuration there? No need. There will be AMI from Datadog directly. So where are all these public AMIs are available? There is a place called Marketplace. What is that? Market. So all your public images are available in Marketplace. All public images are located at Marketplace. Is it clear? Guys, if you customize the application on OS and then take the image, what is that image called? Custom AMI, yes or no? This is called custom AMI. So that meaning you are doing it manually? You're doing it manually? You're taking the image manually? Yes, that is called manually. But if you want to create these images automatically, you can also create it. Those are called golden AMIs. What are called? Golden AMIs. So golden AMIs are created manually, automatically. Automatically. Creating images can be automated using, there is a feature called EC2 Image Builder. What is the concept? EC2 Image Builder. Chitty, using EC2 Image Builder, can you automate? And this provides golden AMIs. This provide golden AMIs. Is it clear? Okay. Chitty, what does the image contain? OS. Very good. Where this OS is sitting? In which volume? Root volume. Very good. Root volume is EBS or instance store volume? Can your OS can also be sit in your instance store volume also? Yes. It can also sit in instance store volume also. But is it recommended to use it? No. But I'm telling you, your images are backed by either EBS volume and instance store volumes. Guys, and one more. Guys, this is one certification question for you. See, I have launched one EC2 instance. Yes or no? See here, I have launched one EC2 instance. Let's imagine it has 2 volumes. How many volumes are there? This is a certification question. See, this is EC2 instance. I have 2 volumes. And from this EC2, can I create an image out of it? Can I create an image? From this EC2, I can create an image. Image also contain volumes. Image included volumes. How many volumes will be there? 2 volumes. So whenever you create an image, remember guys, how many volumes are there? 2 volumes. Parallelly, 2 snapshots will also get created. How many snapshots will be created? How many volumes are there? 2 volumes. And how many snapshots will be created? 2 snapshots will be created. This is certification question. Whenever you create an image, how many volumes are there in your original instance? Those many snapshots will be created. If you have only one root volume, how many snapshots will be created? If you have 2 volumes, if you have 3 volumes, 3 snapshots will be get created. Automatically, it will get created. Do you need to stop the EC2 instance if you want to take an image? No need. No need to stop the EC2 instance if you want to take the image. But it's recommended, guys. What is the recommendation? It is recommended to stop and take it. Because if someone is doing some writes inside your machine and you're taking the image in the backend, there will be a data integrity issue. Yes, for that, a recommendation is to stop it and take it. Is this clear till here, everyone, on the images? Okay. Point in time. Guys, I have one last thing, which is not a topic, but I am just triggering your mind. Okay. See this and tell me your suggestion. I have one EC2 instance. Okay. This is the EC2 instance. I have launched this EC2 instance in 1A. Okay. Think and tell me. And I have the volumes for this. Can I have volumes? Can I have root volume also? I can have additional volume also. This volume should be in the same availability zone. I have this is in 1A and this also in 1A. Okay, now I want to name this machine. Can it give me one movie name? I'll name it. R. What's that? R instance. Huh? Okay, this is RRR instance. Okay, now I have one more EC2 instance here. This also contain GTC here. This also contain volumes, root volume and additional volume. This is EC2 instance. And this one I launched in which availability zone? I'll put it in 1B. This is in 1B and this is in 1B. Tell me which this name, which movie? KGF instance. Okay, now see here, guys. In this, I have RRR movie. In this, I have KGF movie. Now, question for you here is, in RRR instance, I need KGF movie, and in KGF movie, I need RRR. In KGF instance, I need RRR movie. How do you do it? So can I Can I detach this volume and attach it here? Yes or no? Huh? Excellent. What is that? Different availability zone. Is it possible for me to detach and attach it? No, because of different availability zones. 1A volume cannot be attached to 1B EC2 instance. Now I want to do it. How to do it? What is that? Snapshot. You understand? We can take the snapshot out of it. Very good. So now from this, I take a snapshot, GT. Okay. I take a snapshot. What does the snapshot contain? Triple R movie? Yes. From this snapshot, what I create? From this snapshot, again, what I create? Volume I create. So this now, this volume contains triple R movie. Now tell me, this volume should be in which availability zone I should create it? 1B. Very good. Right? So same thing here. I created a snapshot. I created a snapshot. So this contain KGF. And from this snapshot, again, what I create? Volume. What does the volume contain? KGF movie. And this volume should be in which availability zone? 1A. So can I simply attach this 1A volume here and 1B here? Yes. Do you understand now how we can move the volumes from one availability zone to another availability zone? So this one, how to move a volume from one AZ to another AZ through snapshots. Guys, I name this as a cross task. What is this name? I am naming it. Okay. So this will be a part of your practical. So when I say Babu, two cross tasks, then you learn to launch this 2 EC2 instance, set up volumes there, put some file there, and this one you you detach it, and then you attach it there. So how? By creating the snapshots. Now understand how to applying the snapshots now in real time? Any questions, ma? Very good. I took 2 minutes extra. So please take the screenshot. When we go to console, we'll see Akhil. Okay. Let me know. Are you also taking? No, right? Sir, suppose an IAM user is given AMI access, but not S3, then will the IAM user be able to save the image or not? Oh, see, I told you 100 times. Do we need to worry about S3 in the backend? Not at all. It's provided S3. Did you took the screenshot, everyone? On a slide. Very good. Take this. I'm telling you, please don't miss the classes. Okay. Because the EC2, you see how deeper we are going it. So don't miss the classes. I'm telling you, EC2 is very, very important as an AWS engineer. In and out, you should know. Okay, the next one. Super. Very good. Can you give the final CC for today, guys? Everyone? CC with smile. Excellent. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice